Good afternoon, everyone. Jason here. Today is March 1st, and this is your aftermarket update. So we had another really nice trading day here at the Oil Trading Group. In fact, it's been 4 nice trading days in a row this week. So we have not had a losing day this week, and that's always good when those things can happen. So we'll be trying to close out a Friday with a 5-day winning streak. We'll see what happens. Let's talk about today's trading. Today was an interesting day, to say the least. There was an announcement today that the White House was going to impose tariffs on steel and aluminum, and that sent the market into a fairly aggressive sell-off, especially on the equity markets today. We were done trading by the time that had happened. So again, our trading today is not going to be reflective of that. But I will show you what we did today. We did have a 15-tick 1-lot CL trade and a 6.1-lot ES trade, and we'll talk about those here in just a minute. I want to spend some time talking to you about the market maker levels. If you're not familiar with our market maker levels, they are our dynamic support resistance levels that provide us with decision points throughout the day. Again, if you've heard me talk, if you've spent any time with us in the trading room, or you've read the information on our site, etc., you know that we spend a lot of time talking about decision points and cut your losers short, let your winners run. And so that's what these market maker levels allow you to do. Let's talk about them here for just a few minutes. These market structure target areas are areas that we look at in the overnight session. So I'm going to turn on for just a minute. Actually, let's do this. Let's go and draw a horizontal line. This would be easier to see. We'll draw a vertical line rather right here at the, let's see, vertical line right here at the 8 a.m. pit open. Okay, that's right there. So that's pit open. So here is the way that these levels performed in the overnight session here, right? We have this nomenclature. You've heard me talk about this before. Kick the signal, pay the target. We came from the market structure signal in the overnight session all the way down to the market structure target. We knew that that was going to be an important level here today for a number of reasons, but most specifically because it lined up here with our market maker levels, and we touched it in the overnight session, and then we began to rally up. We get into pit open here today, and then the market begins to rotate just a little bit here. We had a couple things that I want to show you. After pit open, we get to the pit open, we get another set of dynamic support resistance levels, and those are our market maker levels that are valid after the pit open. Did I not turn them on here? Let's see, that's the revisions. I want to turn on the market maker levels, the structure levels. Here we go. And so we rallied up into, so we'll turn back on the overnight levels now. And we rallied from this overnight level up to this structure mid right after pit open. That's what this blue line represents. And that was to the tick. In fact, what we were talking about in the trading room, and I did not take a trade off of this, what we were talking about in the trading room is that because this level here, and there was a volume bar level that we were looking at right here around, let's see, what did we say here? I believe it was around 28. And so if you come back here, this is what we were looking at. If you come back here to early in the morning, these are our volume bar tools. These bars get bigger and fatter as price action rolls through them. And we said, yeah, right here. We said we drew this horizontal line on this big bar where the sellers had taken over right here at 28. And so you can see that the market came up into that area. And this is ultimately that 39 area. Market rallies up into that. We get kind of through the open here. Market comes back up into it, treks it one more time up here to this 37, and again that 38 or 28 level held rather. So one of the things that we were talking about in the trade room this morning, I didn't take this trade, but we said there was a pretty low risk opportunity if you were so inclined up here at the structure mid to get in short where that sellers had taken over right here around this 28, and you could see just how important that 28 level was with the stop above the structure mid at 41. But at the end of the day, we did not end up taking a trade there. What we did is decided to wait until we got back underneath this structure signal. We came down through it, came back up into the structure signal, and it's right here at 94 on this pullback up into 93 that we were looking to get short. And that's where we ended up getting short. So that's the first trade that you're going to see us take today. One of the things that we talked about, that initial target you're going to hear me talk about in the video was down here at 66. And that's right where we came down into. So we have this, again, nomenclature that we, memory trick that we use. Kick the signal, pay the target. That's exactly what happened here. Having said that, in the trade room today, we talked about a deeper push into the market structure, the overnight level extension 1, right down here into this area here at around 18. And market rotates, comes back. It does end up taking me out at 78. And if you look here, I get taken out by 4 ticks actually, before the market begins that process of pushing down. It comes right down into the market structure extension 1. And so instead of a 15-tick trade, we would have been closer to a 70-tick trade. But were it not for the fact that I get stopped out by 4 ticks on this rally up, that's okay. We had come down into this daily structure target here at 66, and I didn't want to give too much back on the rally. I thought we might rally all the way back up to my entry, and I didn't want to give it all back to that point. And again, as happens sometimes when you're trying to hold on for bigger targets, you get trail stopped out on the return visit, and that's kind of what happened here. We got stopped out by 4 ticks before it came all the way down into that secondary target that we were looking for underneath. Now, that's the bad news. The good news is your market maker levels played out, and that really was the low of the day right down there at your market structure extension 1. And so one of the lessons that I would like to give to you here today, and the reason that I show some of these videos, is that we really try to teach you to cut the losers short, let the winners run, and to hold on for bigger targets. And these levels, as you can see here in the videos that we show you, these levels really provide you those opportunities to hang on for those bigger targets. So that was the ES today, or that was the CL rather. The real big winning trade today was on the ES. So we got a little bit, I don't want to call it hosed, but it kind of feels like we got a little hosed today. Let me talk to you about why I say that. So one of the things that we were looking for in the trading room today, and by the way, we did this thing again where we, let's see, that was the 20, yeah, it was right up here. Okay, so one of the things that we were looking for here this morning, I was looking to get short right up here at 2025 is where I was looking to get short, and the market comes right up here. The high on this bar, as you can see, is 2020. Misses me by a tick, and maybe that was actually at 2020. I think I got hit to the tick, and I was trying to get short here at the daily structure signal at 2020, and we were looking to carry it either to this structure mid or all the way down to this structure signal. And of course, we talk about kick the signal, pay the target. If we can't make it to this structure target underneath, then you'll eventually make your way back up to the structure target up above you. Now, this structure target underneath you, we were talking about as a potential targeting zone at 2690. And again, that's going to be an important thing here for us, an important level here for us. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But anyway, I end up trying to get short up here, and I get hit to the tick, hit but no fill. And then it starts to rotate down. We do get short here at the structure mid, and the market comes all the way down into this structure signal, and I get trail stopped up back up here for 6 points. So it actually went 2010 all the way down, almost 10 full points, and I get stopped out on the retracement back up here at 6 points. But here's the cool thing. This is kick the signal, pay the target, or kick the signal, pay the target. And so the market comes down into that structure signal, does eventually take it out down here, and then the market continues to move up and rallies all the way into the structure target. So again, these are the things that we talk about. Kick the signal, pay the target in here. Then there was an announcement later today, and so as the market rotates and rotates and rotates, it begins to sell off here, and you had the announcement of the tariff, and then all of a sudden the market just sells off at an incredibly fast rate, all the way down to daily structure extension 1, but that wasn't it. The market keeps extending. And then at this point, you want to turn on your overnight levels, right? You want to get your overnight levels turned on. And so that gives you some additional structure and framework as the market continues to go through the day. And those levels held you in check here at the rest of the day. So again, turning on only the overnight levels, these give you kind of the bigger picture idea. You can see how the market was rotational around those levels, and they give you some nice structure points throughout the trading day. So again, market maker levels really providing you with excellent opportunities, especially when the market is moving like it was today. Again, just keep in mind, most of that real aggressive activity occurred after we had already taken our 50 ticks worth of one-lot trades today. And so again, we didn't really get a chance to take advantage of all of that movement in the afternoon session. But if you do have these market maker levels and you are continuing to trade, they do provide you with excellent structure points. So again, the reason I show you these levels and this information is because we have a singular-minded focus in here, and that is to cut the losers short and let the winners run. And to that end, you've got to know where the targets are in order to be able to effectively let some of these things run. And that's what these levels really provide you with the opportunity to do. So, as always, I want to say thank you for watching the video here today, and I'm going to let you watch these OTG trades of the day. In fact, let me back up just a second. I almost closed you out there without being ready. So these two videos that I'm going to show you, it's actually one video with two trades. You're going to see the CL trade, then I'm going to put a little music behind it, and then I'm going to let you, as I'm still in that CL trade short, I'm getting to the ES trade, and I'll let you see both of those all the way to the end. Now, I did cut them down a little bit. I did speed them up and put some music behind them, but you're accustomed to that already if you've been watching these videos for any length of time. So now, without further ado, here are the OTG trades of the day. CL here at 93. That's right underneath the MS target I've got put in at 93. The stop here is 04. The target is 66 underneath you here. $27.10, I'm hit but no fill. Let's see, in at $27.10. Stop here is $27.13. And the target underneath you right now, kick the signal, pay the target up above. $26.91 would be your target.